Thank you. So before we start discussing Financial Times reports, we'll come to that a bit later. But first, it's Christmas season, and we have to remind ourselves that it coincides with the nation's worst economic recession in 40 years. Sizable numbers of Nigerians are ardent lovers of affluence, merriment, jollification, enjoyment, just like me. I love party. So it's important to note that after the Yuletide season comes the new year that has many weeks, about 7 weeks, I think, compelling financial obligations. They usually set the tone for the year. You have school fees, you have house rent, a whole bunch of other things. Hence the need to check how we're spending. Now, we love to have our favorite economic analysts and financial experts, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, who will be joining us now. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
I'm here, my people. Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing well. It's a bit low. We hope we can get the volume up a bit. We can't hear you very clearly.
Wow.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, it's a bit better now. Right. So, I mean, it's Christmas season. We're spending lots of money. I mean, many of us have tried to reduce our budget, even me this year. I mean, I used to give gifts to so many people. Right now, I have to reduce the number of gifts this year. I've taken things slowly. But in our commitments to family and friends, how do we begin to organize ourselves as we look forward to next year, where there's so many bills? In your view, how do we begin to plan better so that we ensure we don't spend all our money this Christmas?
Well, like I've said over the years, it's very, very important for us all to understand that life is lived based on principles. When you live your life based on principles, you won't need to worry about what to do at any point in time. Morning comes before afternoon, afternoon comes before night. And once it's night, you know you need to sleep, and then you wait for the next morning. Monday comes for Tuesday, Tuesday for Wednesday. Before you get the weekend, then you know the next month is coming. So life is governed by principles. We are in December, we know Christmas has come. The next month is January. So there is nothing mysterious about all these basic aspects of life. The problem is when we as individuals refuse to live by principles and then we decide to become emotional, sentimental, and traditional. Then complicate our life. So whether Christmas is coming now or it will come next, it's the same thing every year. So the question is, what have you as an individual done differently on the year-to-year basis? So it's all about everybody understanding what are the principles for financial management, what are the principles for life management. Once I understand the principles that govern my life, my finances, then I'm good to go. So it's all about our principles. And that is what I think everybody should focus on. Okay. Learning the principles they need to learn and living by those principles.
Yes, go ahead.
So I've been deliberate about letting people know that as people are planning for Christmas, there is going to be school fees in the next few weeks. And it seems people are still surprised by it, which shows how much we get carried. School fees. So I've been telling everybody around me when they say, oh, what's for Christmas? I said there's school fees in the next few weeks. Let's not stop focusing on this Christmas and New Year 1 week, and remember that we have school fees to pay in the next few weeks. But what I realized that we still don't, as much as we keep saying, let's plan financially, we're not planning enough. But for many that haven't planned, and this year didn't follow plan at all, like even those that think that they planned for 2020, most of the activities of 2020 did not follow what they planned out for. And so they are here, they are seeing Christmas and they have things to do. So how would you advise people to manage their finances and, more importantly, manage how they feel about their lack of finances this season?
Okay. Financial management principles have been there for ages. So all that an individual needs to do is to identify these principles and then begin to live by them. Like I said the last time I came on air, there are only 3 things you can do with money. You can spend it, you can waste it, you can invest it. Average people spend money. Foolish people waste money. Wise people invest money. So you as an individual, are you wasting money? Are you spending money? Or are you investing money? Once you understand that, it will help you as an individual. Any money that comes into your hand, every money that comes into your hand, money is tripartite. Money has a past, money has a present, money has a future. If you don't activate the tripartite dimension of money, you will never be able to be wealthy. So what do I mean by that? So any money that comes into your hand, in that money, there is a portion of that money that belongs to your past. There is a portion of that money that belongs to your today. There is a portion of that money that belongs to your tomorrow.
Right.
If you don't activate this tripartite dimension of that money, it will work. So when money comes, a portion of it is to take care of the debt you have already incurred. Number two, a portion of it is to take care of the ongoing obligation of your life. Number three, a portion of it is to take care of your future. And that is where the issue of savings and investment comes in.
Right.
Because if there is actually nothing called future, the future is a concept. If you don't create the future, you're not going to have the future. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, never the future is there. Oh, my future is going to be great. 15 years, I see this. It's not going to be great. So I think that you can jump about it.
Right.
Pray about
Let's
it.
Let's break it down in terms. We're talking the celebrations. It's December, at the end of the year, where people are grateful that, you know, that for whatever they've been able to achieve during the year. As a bank agent, I saw a young lady come send some 5,000 naira to her mother and another 5,000 naira to her brother. So that's the kind of commitments we have during this period. How do you lead the big terms that you've been talking about and apply to a simple Nigerian's life? The bills that you have to pay, the commitments that you have towards
Sending
family,
rice to family.
you know, the things that you have to do. How do you do it this period?
It's the same thing we are talking about. You see, when we look at things emotionally, then we don't get the clarity of what whether you are a billionaire or you make money per day and you get to 200 naira per day. Every day will become 1 week. Multiple weeks will become 1 month. Multiple months will become 1 year. You don't need to wait till December. Just understand the principle. That this January 1st now, this money I'm making January 1st. So what is my plan for January 1st to December 31st? You need to sit down as an individual. How much do I need? So if I'm making 100 naira per day, that means I cannot eat what people that are making 300 naira per day are eating. It's all about you understanding that. So if you don't understand that, you can now come to the end of the year and say, oh, I need to do this, so I don't have money. Whatever you plan to do in December, you start saving for interest in January. If you have house rent to pay, your house rent is not going to expire the day you pay the first one. The very minute you pay house rent one now, whether you pay for 1 year or you pay for 2 years, you need to know that every month from that point, you are supposed to be setting aside the equivalent of your monthly rent in an account for the time the rent will expire. Not when the rent now expire, you are looking for a miracle. It doesn't work like that.
All right, let's go on a quick break, Dr. Emmanuel. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. So we're still talking money, and we have Dr. Emmanuel with us. So, Mariam, tell us your own.
So, Dr. Emmanuel, many times when we talk about cutting our budgets during this period, I think we forget about the people who are into the business of providing this merriment and jollification. This is their business. So they are caterers, they provide all the what do you call these baskets that we give out, hampers, you know, the event planners and people like that. What happens to this category of people? A lot of them have not earned anything this year because of lockdown, because, you know, we have all been at home, and now finally they get to make some money. This is what they use to pay their rent, to pay school fees, and we're saying nobody should spend money there. What happens to them?
Okay, you said they have not earned anything this year. The question you should be asking them is, why have they not earned anything? And why have they reduced their life to a seasonal business that only happens within 30 days of the year? Is that a wise way to live? Because many times we are just too emotional and sentimental to be real. You came into this world, you were created. Then God created you, and you decided that what you will do is that from January to December of the whole year, you will only focus your life on a business that you will do for 30 days in 1 year. You to think about it now.
But there are restaurants, there are hotels that do it all through the year that haven't made money this year.
But because of the lockdown, right?
Because of the lockdown.
No, see, we are less, you know, this year is about COVID and lockdown and all those stuff. So we know the uniqueness of that. But I'm talking about choosing any career or settling for any business that is only time sensitive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Doctor.
That's why we discuss. Yeah.
Dr.
That's why it is called seasonal business.
Yeah.
There is seasonal business. There is career. So you need to decide what you want to do with your life. But for you to limit your life to just one particular kind or arm or type of business that only operates within a particular season, it's not wise.
Dr. Ma, let me ask you this question, because we're talking about also wealth creation. I mean, the year is winding down and we're all planning for 2021. In your view, people talk about having multiple sources of income, seeing how you can grow your wealth. Don't just have one source. And then when they try to have that multiple source, sometimes they feel burnout. They burn out where they feel like they're not focusing on certain things and something is suffering. As a wealth creator, and we're planning for 2021, in your view, how do we plan to ensure efficiency across all the various channels of income you're making?
So I've said this on this show before. Many times people use words and they don't understand what they're talking about. And that's why they put themselves in trouble. Majority of what you see out there that people are calling multiple streams of income is multiple struggles. It's not multiple streams of income. It's multiple struggles. Whatever you are doing that falls within what we call end income is all struggles. What does that mean? If you have to be physically there for that business to bring in money into your life, and you do that on multiple levels, you are not in multiple streams of income. You are in multiple struggles. So you are a driver. You make money as a driver. You are, okay, let me just use you ladies as an example now. You are a presenter on TV. So for you to make money as a presenter, you have to be physically there. You now have one makeup store, and you are going there again to go and do makeup and make money. For you to make money from that makeup store, you have to be there. The same you are now selling hair. You will do the hair and sell. So question, do you have multiple streams of income? No. You are involved in multiple struggles. Whoa. Because all those three things, all those things you are doing, without you, they will not produce money. Yeah. If you are not on TV, you are not going to make any money. No. If you are not in that salon to do the job, you are not going to make any money. So let's stop fooling ourselves with all these multiple streams of income thing. Multiple streams of income is when you come into a place where you understand how to make money work for you instead of you working for money. So it means that you are sitting down with you doing or not doing anything. Money is coming in from all the different investments that you have put on ground. So you are a landlord. You have houses all over. Rents are coming in. That is one stream. Apart from being a landlord, you are an investor. You have invested in different businesses and different trades, and you are getting your equity return. That is multiple streams. You have intellectual properties. You have ideas out there, or books, or CDs, or manuals that is bringing in money. Those are multiple streams of income. Okay. So we should all begin to plan towards reducing where we have to be physically involved for the money to flow, and begin to move into a place where instead of you working for money, money begins to work for you.
Right. Interesting.
At this time, when we're in a country where it's not exactly easy to invest, we have a lot of people falling every single day to scammers and fraudsters. People would love to have streams of income working for them, but which kind of investments, since we're talking now, can we advise people and assure them that it's safest to put their monies?
The number one investment that has never failed and that will never fail is invest in yourself. Yes. Invest in yourself. And what do we mean by that? Invest in yourself is on 5 levels. Number one, invest in your financial intelligence. Spend time to read books. Spend time to buy tapes, attend seminars, go for conferences. Go to the University of Google, it's free. Go to YouTube Academy, it's free. Understand money. Invest in your financial intelligence. A lot of people are making a lot of financial mistakes because they don't know what not to do. Number two, invest in your own gifts, talents, and potential. What do footballers sell? What do actors and actresses sell? What do musicians sell? Invest in yourself. Your gold is tied to your gift. Your treasure is tied to your talents. Your profit is tied to your potential. There is something inside you. The spider did not need to go to the market to buy web to spin yarn. Everything that the spider needs is already inside the spider. So invest in your own gift and your talent and your potential. Number three, invest in your passion. What do you believe in? What do you love to live for? Spend money on that. Invest in yourself. Number four, invest in your skills. What skills have you developed? What education have you acquired? What experience have you acquired? Invest in that one. Number 4 or 5, invest in your future. What do you see as the future that you desire? What is the price you need to pay for that future? Pay the price, and you are good to go. So instead of looking for one company or one organization to invest, you are the number 1 company on earth. You are the number 1 institution on earth. And when you invest in yourself, you can't go bankrupt. You won't fail. So let's forget about, oh, put money in this one, put money in that one. Invest in yourself. Okay. Invest in your financial intelligence. Once you know what you need to know, you won't need anybody to advise you on what to do with your money. And that's as simple as it is.
I found that very helpful.
Yeah.
Yes,
so, Dr. Emmanuel, someone who is maybe in their 60s and has just retired is listening to you and thinks, this advice may be too late for me. Is there something you can tell somebody like that?
Nobody grows young. Every day is real life. Life does not give you room to rehearse. And the day you wake up, that's when your morning starts. So whether you are 65, you are retired, it's never too late. The question you need to ask yourself is, where do I start from? What adjustments can I make now? Make that adjustment and you'll be good to go. Worrying about what has happened will only burden you and hinder you from being able to deal with what needs to be dealt with. So just focus on how to move from where you are to where you need to be. Because now that you know, morning has come.
Fantastic. Oh, my goodness. It's always a pleasure having you, Dr. Emmanuel. I mean, we learned so much from you. I think if there's anything we've taken from today is that we invest in ourselves. Yeah. You know, because when you know, then you know what to do. It's not about telling somebody, saying, go and buy this, go and buy that. It's just you knowing by yourself and knowing how to invest.
There are multiple streams of income and multiple streams of struggles.
So multiple, yeah, fantastic. All right, that's all we can take. We're speaking with Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. He's a wealth creation expert and agent. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we continue with the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.